Hello?
What's going on? Oh, yeah, hear me too.
I cannot hear a single word you're saying. So I recently got my level 28 pass on Butterfly, and after I got my pass, I was gonna, you know, stop, you know, take a break from challenge, maybe make an ass loader map, and then I saw this map.
Yeah. Ooh, yeah.
I'm just gonna play the whole map through full speed and some no-fill play, just cause. That's not right. Yeah, I am normally I would just, you know, play on my own and then post a replay, but I decided that's kind of boring. So I recorded 3.5 hours of footage of me just learning this map. Learning time! So there are 8 patterns that I actually need to learn and look out for. 6 of those being, kind of hard. Now, most of these you could just tank. However, you cannot reset on this map. The way I learn challenge check maps is by slowing down the song to like 35% speed, just to learn how to actually hit the map. I then slowly increase the speed until I can confidently read or have the muscle memory to hit it. And for this map especially, I turned off walls during learning time so I could focus on the notes. The first pattern I tackled was the first drop, or the second half of this drop. After some time of figuring out what I was even supposed to do, I figured out a mental strat. So weird. I think there's a way I can telegraph it, maybe. When I see this thing, I need to force myself to lean with this note and stay there for the next 2 notes. Now the walls both helped and did not help, because it does lead you into the right direction. However, the wall right after it tells you to go kill yourself and scares me to lean to the wrong direction instead. If that wall just came a little later, it would help a little bit, since you need to lean the other way after hitting those notes. And with this, I was able to quickly build up to full speed. Close enough. I could do 100. Oh fuck. Okay, so that's doable. That's not that bad. Did I hit that right? Didn't feel right. After learning what to do on this funny bit, and then figuring out that I had to do an overhead swing here, there was this part here which looked pretty strange, but honestly wasn't that bad to hit after I just knew what to do. just to make sure. That's how you hit that. I'm hitting it right. It just doesn't feel right. I don't like it. Because then I'm gonna submit it on accident and be like, oh, nope. So honestly, that part wasn't that bad. And now, after the copy and paste, I just need to do the final dry, and what the fuck is that? Whoa. That's... What the fuck? I'm not hitting that right. What? No, no. I'm not accepting that. How do you hit it? Show me your ways. I could not confidently figure out what to do on my own, so I had to look at Titan's replay. Okay. This fucking wrist roll is so unintrusive, and it does it twice at the very end, which Titan fumbles. It's just memory. If I saw this left hand palm up thing, that's how I knew it's coming. As for the one that happens at the end, for that part, when my right hand does a palm up for the 3 notes, I have to immediately reset. Anyways, now for the actual final drop. This build-up thing honestly wasn't that bad. Now, this next part is, funny. Is it like that? Okay, I'll figure that part out later. On day 1, I thought I had to hit the first 3 notes with the palm up, and then quickly wrist roll to hit the far left notes as an overhead swing. And then the left hand just, does some bullshit. I'll talk about it later. For now, it's a non-issue. It's pretty easy to hit. Now, I said I thought I had to, blah blah blah, because after I quit playing on day 1, I watched the replays of how other people hit it. Now, some people hit the map a little quirky, but one thing stood out. Everybody hit the pattern like this. What the fuck? There's no wrist roll? Now, I'm not gonna lie, knowing how everyone else hits this makes the pattern look so much easier. But I think my method looks cooler, so I kept doing it. After practicing that, there's this weird palm up, which is fine, and then there's... I think that's gonna be the hardest part of this one. Okay, so there's 3 parts to look out for. The start, and the part right after this. For this first bit, and honestly this entire part, I just had to remember to keep my right hand in the overhead position. That way, I could just ignore my right hand, letting me focus on my left hand. And oh my god, the left hand. So what you're supposed to do is backhand this note and then quickly go overhand. Not that bad if the right hand was doing absolutely nothing. Quote, I just had to remember to keep my right hand in the overhead position. The problem is, this wrist roll is telling my right hand to get out of that position. So what happens is I either reset on my right hand, or I eat shit and don't roll with the left. The only way I found I could hit this consistently is to rely on literal pure muscle memory, which has some issues such as timing and positioning. So if I do that right, my right hand should finally lower before this dark wall, before immediately putting my right hand back in that overhead position again, very quickly after this forehand clap thing. From here, it's pretty simple until this part where, again, my left hand does some bullshit wrist roll for like a quarter of a second. And again, my right hand wants to go in this neutral position because of the left hand. And the right notes even start guiding my hand in that neutral position until this note says, fuck you. So I had to take note that my right hand still has to stay in that overhead position until this little burst thing. And finally, after that, the map is pretty free. Don't forget the wrist roll. I'm so Okay, I gotta restart. I gotta start my game at least.
Damn, I thought that was just the stream. I thought that was just a stream. That's crazy.
Also, I didn't hit that part right. Anyways.
Yeah,
I'm gonna take a break. I'm gonna take a full break. I'm gonna stop playing.
Full break.
Yeah, it's getting to the point where I'm losing performance by exhaustion.
Nah. Maybe.
I was able to learn the whole map and even do the whole thing in sections at full speed. And I got some attempts in, but I didn't pass it, and so I ended up quitting for that day. I started off this session by practicing all of the parts I mentioned on day 1, before just throwing attempts at the map. The first drop I was able to do very consistently, although there was a short hiccup in the middle, and even a hiccup at that easy bit after this. The weird pump-up stream thingy was not a problem, although this burst still sucks to hit. I did forget this wrist roll a couple of times, but it wasn't too bad. The actual hard part is now. I had to make 3 adjustments to this part. The first being I had to wrist roll a lot quicker, and also go more overhead to reach these notes. The second being this left hand burst. Because I'm caught up on this wrist roll thing, I end up flicking way too fast, causing me to not die at that part, but definitely not have enough for this. And for the last adjustment is my height. When you crouch, you typically look down, which is bad because the notes aren't at. So having the duck holes higher should let me see more. And for the last drop, I just had to keep practicing it. I'm stepping closer and closer to my bed. You see, this is why relying on muscle memory sucks, especially with high GD. So after taking some mental notes and lowering my GD just a little bit, I kept going. Too tired. My legs are too tired. I'm staying in the crab position for too long.
It's like, just sit on the ground and play the game, honest.
Alright, I'll log in.
Easy. Easy. Look at that.
67
Wow.
miss.
Now you really gotta hope that you didn't accidentally just reset.
I'm pretty sure I didn't reset a single time. Not a
You didn't even stutter either.
Not a single time.
You didn't get any of those weird stutters either.
Yeah, I was
That's
so
sick.
I was so
You were locked. Bro was locked.
Alright, well, that's the end of the video.
Tongue, Tizol.